Hey there everybody, welcome back to more Bug Fables. In the last session, we managed to complete most side quests and got into a duel. And now in this session, we're actually going to go ahead and keep on with our hard mode run. And die like a million times as we probably don't progress anywhere into the story because we continuously keep dying. But, you know what? What?
Low battery.
Oh. Man, I thought it was something worse. Like, oh no, we dropping frames. We'll be fine.
I mean, I can't tell because you, changed the screen on the share screen.
Well, I can't know. That happens regardless. I can't do anything about that.
Ah, okay.
So
What's the hey, it's Slacko?
Hey there.
Alrighty. Yo.
I'm gonna plug in my charger.
You do that.
Ah, it's glowing the orange glow. Alright, so I actually decided to come into the forest or place and made me some honey leaves. Hopefully that will actually help me. It probably won't because enemies hit me like for 50 damage.
Oh yeah, they do hit a lot.
Alright, because I'm slow and have no clue, where the heck am I going?
Oh,
wait. Hold on.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold on.
That's fine. I'll let you
Hold on.
explore.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I know where I'm going.
Are you sure?
Yep, I'm perfectly sure.
So, what's the title of the session?
Oh my god, we gotta go back to the Sand of Thieves.
Yeah. Oh, Spud.
We found him. We found the Spud.
You found a Spud.
Time to go to the place that is called Durfmouth, and it's not really an actual. Oh my god, does running actually make you go faster? Oh my god, it's Final Fantasy 15! Yo, I found the speed run! Look at this!
Even though you
Hold on,
have
wait,
Kaboom
wait,
to
wait,
do
wait.
the
Hold
running.
on. I need to see. Does it? Oh my god, look at that. Gamers. We're gaming.
Are you trying to speedrun the game?
Yeah, I'm trying to speedrun a game I never played before.
But you have Kaboom that can do the
never
running.
mind. The speed is the same. It's just an illusion to pretend that it's going
I mean,
fast.
it did look like it.
No, I don't want to talk. No, stop. Leave me alone. Speedrun ruined. PB gone. No, reset.
Oh no.
Alright. So,
So head out into the... Actually, you're supposed to talk to the mayor, not that. I forgot about that.
who the heck is the mayor?
Well, he's in the desert town. So he's around here somewhere.
Alright. I hope he looks like a very important bug, so that way I know that he's automatically the mayor. Because if he's not, then... Oh, you look mayor-ish. No, you're not. You're just a museum guy. Never mind. You're not that interesting.
Wow.
Anyways, you look like the mayor. No, this is the bar. I don't know why the mayor would be in the bar. You are the mayor.
Oh yeah, you had the little bed bug thing.
Oh, right. Stuff of use.
Oh. You're skipping out all the important information.
This is the mayor? Oops.
Oh my god. Anyways, Marquise, thank you for the raid. You skipped out on a lot of information. So you don't even know what you're doing. I am not going to help you.
Alright, cool. Where am I supposed to go? I would pray for your safe, hopefully, somewhere in town. You said someone in town knows more. That means we gotta talk to folks now.
Oh my
Let's go talk to
god.
some folks. Do you guys know where we're going? Ooh, you guys don't know? Ooh, do you know
Oh
where
my
no, you
god.
Don't? No, you don't know?
Anyways,
Ooh,
Marquise, thank you for
How about
raiding.
you? How about you? Do you know?
I think you replaced Sea of Thieves, I believe. How was Sea of Thieves? I think that's the game that you were playing. Am I correct? We are playing Bug Fables. We just started. We are doing chapter 4 as Nick skipped out on important things. Therefore, I'm not going to help him of what he needs to do next. Playing the game blind, you're skipping things.
The mayor of the fire should have some information. The hunt for the key is on. And it says, Snake Mouth, let's head back to Los Angeles to follow T Slackers. Ooh, who we're Team Slackers.
Hope you guys are doing good tonight. We won and lost it all, but had fun. Well, at least you had fun, so... How you did, Marquise?
As long as you had fun. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
I'll wait until you ask for help.
Do you know where we're going? Ah, you seem shady. Oh, card player man. Oh,
Wanna duel
hold on.
him?
Not yet. We need to figure out where to go first. We already had
Remember, you gotta find card masters as well for that side quest.
We had a lot of card dudes.
That's the charm person.
I know who it is.
Okay.
I know who it is.
That's
Hey,
not the person you're looking for.
Nah, but it's a person that we will probably need in the future when we end up dead.
Because he did, and now he deserves it. Now he's on his own.
Well, I skipped it because of the fact that you were looking at the thing, so, we weren't reading the dialogue.
You
so
could have at least read it on your
also
own.
didn't realize that was the mayor and thought it was an unimportant dialogue.
Because this is blind, so therefore you should be careful on who you talk to.
Well, hey.
This is a blind playthrough. I'm letting you play it blind. I don't want a handhold.
That was the mayor, so
I'm just letting you figure things out.
Nope, didn't tell me it was the mayor.
You should try to take it slow when you're talking to NPCs.
Nope, that means it's automatically your fault. I'm
Nope,
blaming
it's your
the
fault.
Code Nope, blaming
Nope,
that
if I wasn't here,
nope,
you'd be lost on your own.
Code-com. Gonna blame that Code-com.
No.
Gonna
We
tell
chew.
that Code-com that it's their fault. So
Nope,
we
it's your
lost.
fault.
Yep, if you don't tell me where we're supposed to go, we're gonna be spending an entire 2 hours
you
here
deserve
getting
this.
nowhere. Alright, looks like we're spending 2 hours here. And looks like we're not gonna get anything done because she don't want to say anything. That's okay.
Nope.
Alright, fine, whatever. Go ahead and be a poop brain. Actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm kinda gonna get rid of these 2 badges. I read a strategy as to how you're supposed to be beating this sneaking mode. It's not that interesting.
Oh, what's the...
Okay, so the strategy is obviously killing one enemy at a time. And also praying that Leaf's freeze ability freezes an enemy. You repeat that throughout the majority of the game for every single monster. That's not interesting to watch. After a while, it gets kind of boring. And I'm just like... Alright, is that really it? There's nothing else to really... obviously they said every strategy is different for every single monster, but you're the goal is to essentially kill every monster in front. But I will end up turning it back on because it does make the game a little bit slightly interesting. Also, where the crap am I going?
Nope.
Well then, looks like that's the end of the stream. Thank you guys for joining us for today's Bug Fables. Come back when we actually go play a different game now. Oh.
Also, you found another card master.
Neat.
That's a heyo, Cyber.
Not. Anyways, I wanted to show you something. You see this big machine behind me? This special machine lets you refight old foes you met on your journey. Yeah, old foes. None of them.
Bosses. This is basically a boss rush thing.
I don't want to fight no damn bosses,
And if you want to get the hard mode medals, you can probably fight them here. Actually, I never attempted it, so I don't know how it goes, in all honesty.
Does that actually count?
I think it does, because there is a hard mode achievement, so I'm assuming you can still refight bosses, but, put on hard mode. How you doing, Cyber?
Yeah, how's it going?
A big old computer. I'm good missing taking hot showers on this cold day. Aw. Well, it's nice to take hot showers on a cold day.
Oh, that's fun.
So, I'm not sure how it works. I'm assuming you probably get the hard mode achievement if you defeat the boss on hard mode.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's find out.
Yeah, go Spider. course, since this is a gauntlet, like, even the items that you use, you still pretty much keep it back once you're done.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
There's
yeah,
been a
that,
sequence for that.
So yeah, that move you're supposed to use continuously.
I like that. I like that move.
Good, then you'll be seeing it a lot then.
Oh, I used it a lot, so... So, in a way, I was kind of on the boat for, you know, that strategy that you mentioned.
Yep, pretty much. That's all you're supposed to do. Just use that constantly.
Yeah. Of course, it's not guaranteed that it will freeze all the time.
I don't know, we seem to be doing pretty good.
That you're getting lucky.
Yeah, for this first ass boss.
I mean, yeah, it's only the first boss.
Oh, they mad.
Because when you freeze an opponent and you break the ice, it does a little bit more extra damage.
Oh yeah, I know.
So in other news, the New York Toy Fair has officially been canceled. I mean, it's kind of obvious why. Adding to a long list of canceled events for 2022. I mean, I think we can, like I said, we can figure out why.
Yeah, it's gonna be happening a lot. It's kind of like a no thing scenario.
Also, evening experiment.
Good evening.
How you doing? I don't know why I thought the bug or the spider ate a bug. I'm like, wait, did you eat somebody? I'm like, no, you're just kind of munching on nothing.
You know it.
Well, the MSK assessment was done today. We're screwed. Uh-oh. Poison! Oh, you're doing it.
Unbelievable!
Yeah, sometimes it's not, like, guaranteed to freeze, so there you go. And it's down. So it's actually shroom.
Eh.
There you go. You did it. And you don't get a lot of experience from it.
What do we win?
I don't know if you actually get anything.
Log updated. What does that mean?
It probably means that you did something on hard mode, I'm assuming. Go all the way down.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you did it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it does
counts.
count. So, there is a bug that gives you stuff as a reward for defeating certain bosses on hard mode.
The one we met at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, the same guy that gave you the hard mode thing at the beginning of the game.
Nice.
So, he probably might give you a medal. Actually, most of them are just medals. Or I should say all of them, the rewards are medals.
Alright, well that's good. That even if you miss fighting them the first time, you can just do that and they will count towards fighting them in hard mode. That's
Does
nice.
it play boss music of the respective bosses?
It was playing da 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 da. I don't know. It's
Does
like
it play jazzy music?
kind of swinging music.
Oh, then that must be the same music then.
Okay, so I mean
And
that's
then you
good.
can probably hear boss themes again, which, you know, so the boss themes are pretty rad.
Rad?
Yes.
You say rad?
Yes.
Wow.
Hush.
Why'd you say rad? Oh wait, does
Kinda
the honey
pretty
leaf
cool.
actually come back? Oh, your items don't disappear from that.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I'm like, cause,
That's
You know.
broken.
Yeah.
You just have like the best items and just use them and just beat the bosses.
oh yeah.
Probably still get your ass kicked up, but you know, what else is new?
I mean, you're not losing anything.
Oh, you're not the hard mode.
Wait, his thing is not glowing. He doesn't have what? What, you did?
Oh, guess you do have to actually beat them in the respective hard mode.
I guess so. Huh, okay.
Oh well. That sucks.
Because he did for me when I did it on hard mode.
Well, did you do the spider thing on hard mode?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I don't know.
Weird. Unless the spider boss doesn't count. Maybe he doesn't give you for the spider boss, which is kind of weird. Yeah, you did it on hard mode. Oh,
Whatever.
Weird.
Anyways, where am I supposed to go?
Go to the desert town.
Okay.
You're supposed to find, keys. But the first one that you need to find is Team Slackers, or whatever they're called. And they're somewhere in the desert.
Ah, in the desert, outside of the desert, you know, the place.
Yeah, you know the big, beefy bug and that little mosquito-looking bug that we saw in the Queen's Chamber?
Yeah.
You have to find those two, so yeah.
Enjoy, guys.
I can tell you right now, you're going the wrong way.
Damn, son. What about this way?
I don't think so. I mean, if you want to explore that way, you can.
I'm gonna explore this way.
So in addition to scoliosis, L5 sacralization, there's arthritis within the muscles and ligaments around. Sclerosis is also present, causing the bone to deteriorate. But here's the issue: it's causing the spot in the spine where the nerves thread through to reach the lower half of the body to narrow and crush them slowly. Called Akina syndrome is called. So it's a matter of not if, but when it fully kicks off, I'll be paralyzed from the waist down. As for the digigrading leg issue, we're patient zero for a new wasting disease, so yay!
That really sucks.
It really does. That's really unfortunate.
To hear that.
Yeah.
That's really awful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really nothing you can even do about it either, which sucks as well.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, if you want to explore this area, you can. But I can tell you right now, you're going the wrong way.
This also increases the act of how much. What the?
You kind of missed the timing of that.
I clearly hit that. The game's cheating.
Nah, you missed the timing.
No, the game's cheating. No, that time I missed it.
And okay, good. He didn't block any or grab anything from you.
You're right. I didn't block it, so there goes I am dead. Actually,
there you go. Now you did it.
I have to hear the sound because I can't hear it.
Well, then uncover one ear or something. I don't know how you're listening to it. So how you liking hard mode?
Sucks.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, yeah, it sucks.
First time, huh?
No, I've played games on hard mode like critical mode in Kingdom Hearts. So this is nothing. What the hell is this?
It's a medal.
Ooh, I love my do nothing badges. Is that really all that's up here?
Death.
Down here? Oh, death.
Death.
Neat.
Given Kata Aquina is apparently damn rare, there's minimal data on it, and being something new for medical science isn't exactly thoroughly. All I can do now is start future-proofing everything for future assets and expedite one project that will require us to be functional. Yeah, that's the best you can do, in all honesty. Like, it's unfortunate there's really not much knowledge of that, since it's very rare. At least, try to, prepare yourself for, future-proofing things for yourself to be more, easy for you. That's pretty much the best thing that you can do. I feel like at some point you probably could take off the hard mode. I'd be very surprised if you stick with hard mode.
Well, we'll see what happens if the bosses actually becomes colossal do-bags. And, okay, nope, never mind, we're turning it off.
I was gonna say, you sure?
Oh, the minute the friggin' Kaboo died, that was it. Game's over.
Yeah, technically there is a medal that initiates hard mode, and it's free to use. So if you really want to challenge yourself, you can equip the hard mode medal.
Give me my money.
Which is actually given to you like straight off right in the beginning of the game. So yeah. Actually, there is no new game plus. I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't like. As soon as I beat the game, I just kind of stopped. There is a post game.
Does the game send you back to the title screen when you beat it?
It does, but it doesn't like say, "Hey, you want to start new game plus on the same file?" It doesn't. It just yeah. There is post game though, but that's basically it.
Yeah, then there's no new game plus at all then.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not every game needs to have new game plus.
Like, in all honesty, I wasn't expecting new game plus. Like, I knew there was like a post game thing. So yeah.
I mean, if Paper Mario never had it, this game's not gonna have it.
True. Especially not the level of insanity Persona does. Their new game plus. Oh, what's their insanity of new game plus? I'm getting your butt handed here. New hard difficulty mode. Oh. Also, hey, Oblast.
Hello.
How you doing? Well, at least you gain the time of those attacks.
Not really, because the other thing about hard mode is that you actually have to master that guard. You know the awesome
like if
thing,
you really
like
don't want to get hit by it.
Yeah, like if you don't want to get hit, period, you have to master what I like to call, yo, you like bullshitting?
Super guard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Classy doing good. How are we? We are pretty good.
Yeah, we're pretty good. Pretty gooch.
Yeah.
Pretty gooch as Kaboo's dead on the ground, but that's okay. He's living his life.
Got a lot of money from that, but at what cost?
The cost of death. Give me that. Just for insurance reasons.
So that was the wrong way.
That was the wrong way. So now let's
Yes,
go
it
the
was.
right way.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully your surgery is gonna be good for tomorrow. Hopefully, everything all turns out good, and that you recover swiftly, and all that. Now you're debating.
I'm just gonna get rid of that one.
Fair. Fair. I never used that badge.
Wait, does that increase their attack even harder, or what? What's up with that? Raise enemies' attacks. That's kind of redundant. That basically ends up indicating that basically explains that the enemies, that means that enemy 2 will basically be 1 if we didn't have that badge. Or probably still 2. I don't really know. Hard mode is weird.
Some of the descriptions for some medals are weird.
I need to check what hard
raises enemies' attack. Because the hard mode does that too.
Hard hits.
Hopefully it's not too bad according to them. Glad the accident didn't make it worse. They said had the car crashed a bit more, I would have gotten permanent damage. Oof.
Ugh.
Yeesh.
And it makes battles more difficult in exchange for doubling the berry rewards afterwards. The berries gained from battles may be able to compensate for the items used in those battles. Okay, that's true. As a berry farming tactic, it is only effective if enemies can be defeated before too many items are used in order to not offset the gain. That is also true. There is one hard hit medal available. It can be found right when Chapter 2 begins. And commercial area of Ant Kingdom City. And obviously is bought. So the effect is the enemy attacks damage is increased by 25% and doubles the berries amounts to all enemies. And that's pretty much all it really does. Doesn't really do anything else. What does the other one do? Because I remember that one actually does a lot more. It's a good thing they kind of go in order too. They go in order.
Yeah.
The list. Enables hard mode, changing enemies' behavior and stats. Will give you a medal as a reward for defeating bosses while equipped. Experience gain is increased by 15%. More berries drop. So you get even extra berries with this on. And item drops are more frequent. Most enemies have more HP, sometimes less. Most enemies have more attack. Some enemies have more defense. Multi-hit enemy attack more often. Some other enemies activate more often. Don't know what that means. Some enemies get new attacks. An enemy resistant to status increased by more than a normal every time it is inflicted. Getting first hit by an enemy will cause you to die. That's all I'm just gonna say.
It will cause you to die.
Experience from battle is 50%. More berries drop from battles. Item drops are more frequent. Kaboo's basic attack only flips upon a successful attack. Oh, that's great. That means if you suck, that means you ain't flipping nobody. So the spider gives you the quick. So if I beat the spider, he gives me the quick flee. But for whatever reason, I didn't get it because the game said lull. It allows you for faster fleeing. Okay, so I mean that's not useful. The other one is break, which is it. The break skill is most useful
Are you
when
looking at
facing
bosses?
a single opponent, as it can only reduce the defense of one enemy at a time. So that's not useful. I'm not looking at bosses. I'm looking at the 3 bosses that we've already fought already.
Okay.
The medal effectively gives Kaboo the ability to counterattack upon a successful block. For each super block equipped, Kaboo will deal 1 extra damage. That would have been useful. Oh wait, you can buy that.
Which one? The one that you get from the spider?
No, the one you get from Venus Guardian.
Ah.
Oh, that's interesting. So even the quest bosses count too, because Monsieur what's his name?
Yep.
Monsieur what's his name gives you life steal,
Mr. Scarlet.
which is appropriate considering what he does in the fight.
He steals life out of you.
Oh yeah, it's like he's a mosquito or something.
He doesn't look like a mosquito though.
Might as well be a mosquito to me, to be honest, considering he steals your life. I don't know anybody else that actually does that. Except for moscatos. Are you the man we're supposed to speak? Apparently we are.
That's a lady, actually.
What is... Gina, listen. We are...
Look, I was surprised too. I'm like, oh, you're a woman.
We're blah. We're just passing by. Passing by. This is the border with the far grasslands. Wasp's territory. Unless you want to start a war, you better get out of here. No one crosses the border on my watch. Let's go, Kaboo! Oh, that's it. Alright, that was pointless.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you? Why are you just chilling back here? That dumb bee won't let me through. I just want to see the Wasp's Kingdom. Okay, so you're just useless in bed too.
Yep. I know the place really gives a lovely Indian child vibe. Yeah. And the music and Define is pretty neat. Well, so far, you're in the right area. Or going the right way, I should say.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad. I didn't mean to press that button.
That's okay.
I don't care what you guys think so far.
You're heading the right way so far.
Ha! That fish thought it can kill us, but it didn't have any strong enemies. It had some weak pros.
Any warmer.
Shit. You're hot! You're on fire!
It's like, I can throw things too. Man, you guys are both missing.
Yeah, it's like friggin' throwing her boomerang is annoying as hell.
That was funny.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm in ice.
there for a good while.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to break the ice and just let them be in there for a bit.
Break the ice. Break the ice.
I'm just gonna give you the cold shoulder.
Oh man, I really hope we don't become a frigid person.
I think you just need to chill out.
I think you just need to stop.
I love being silly. To you. You seem pretty chill at the moment.
Now we can... Apparently... Oh, you're not flipped. Right.
Hermione seems to be heated now. Very heated.
Yeet. Eat it.
Now he's dead. Must be due to hypothermia. Well, dang. Hey,
compensation!
Look like dabbing when he's running.
Wait.
He's dabbing!
Oh, never mind. I thought it blocked for a second.
That's what I thought too. It looked like it did. But no, I was saying that Ladybug is actually dabbing. I'm like, hey!
Hey, you dabbing.
Hey! I love that sound effect.
I don't.
I like it. It sounds funny. Oh, bash, mash, mash. I will say, like, also the enemy HP, it seems kind of unfair in a way.
I mean, yeah, because that's their HP naturally, even in hard mode or in normal.
Yeah, like, it's still the same, but, like, I feel like it's a little bit too much for how much health you yourself have.
Yeah, it's like this game, no offense, it's like the developer actually doesn't really understand the whole balancing thing. No, okay. I clearly got it. I don't know why it did not work. Like, I don't... Alright, that's actually frustrating.
Maybe you're like a split second, you know, or half a second, like, off the timing.
That's actually kind of annoying.
Man, like, you want to know what the highest HP is for just regular enemies?
What, 50?
Oh, no, that's a little bit too much.
Really? Wouldn't put past the game, though.
I mean, you wouldn't put past the game, but it's actually not 50. I think it's like 35, I believe. For a regular enemy.
Ah, man, I really hope these characters get, like, nuking spells, because that sounds really annoyingly long for
you know
no
what the
reason.
worst part about that? They can be teamed up with other enemies that have also high HP.
Yep, this game is just being all right. That doesn't do anything.
You can't do anything with that right now.
Why not? Because we don't know how to fly?
You just can't go over there yet.
Ugh, whatever. I'm not going back to the stupid dumb inn, because it was stupid.
And then go back in again?
Yes. Jumping makes me go faster, apparently. We found that out.
I mean, that's what you think.
Well, if my mind thinks it, then my mind wills it.
Well, the enemies might respond if you do
They
so.
will.
Yeah.
They respond if you go to sleep. They're basically like the blood moon is rising and it just disappears.
The blue moon rises
Blue?
once again.
You said
Blood.
You
Blood.
said blue. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the blue moon.
Yeah, the blue moon rises once again. Save us, Link. Save us.
Help me.
Help me, my poor feet don't hurt, and they don't work. That's what I mean to say. Damn, you get messed up
That's
in
that
there.
hard mode.
You keep grinding this much, you're probably gonna reach max rank, and then all the enemies will still kill you.
Oh no, they will still do a beating on you.
It's like your health doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. Because they can basically target just one person and kill you.
Fell developers really be like,
No,
yo, I want to
still
make
liking hard mode?
It's not even hard mode. I already told you the reason why hard mode just feels unfair, because the fact that your lack of health is stupid.
Like, I like this game, but the leveling or HP system and all that is like, ugh, it's not great.
And obviously there will be some that will probably end up defending it, saying it's not that bad and whatever, but in reality it probably is when you have like 50 million enemies having more health than you.
And that's another thing, yeah, the attacks is maxed at 3 for regular attacks.
Yeah, okay. No offense. I would be fine with the health if my attack actually upgraded. I don't, like, I'm sorry.
In all honesty, like, I was expecting, like, an attack boost. I'm like, when am I gonna get an attack boost? You never do.
Yep, that's what, I asked that, and I found that you told me that you don't get none of that. I'm like,
Not even a defense boost either.
Well, I mean, Paper Mario, you never got a defense boost. You just had badass points, but no.
Well, you also have a badge that actually helps you with that, but still.
True.
Like, why have a level system if you attack caps at 3? Yeah, because Paper Mario, Mario can attack more than 3.
Like, I get why. It's mainly because, you know, you got this system here where you can, like, depending on where you are in
strategize,
position,
really.
you can be able to, like, you know, hit them for more damage. Because if Kaboo is in the back, he'll do less damage. If V is in the front and vice versa, they'll do more damage. The game wants you to essentially utilize that sort of feature, but I would end up realizing that it kind of feels, I don't know, it just feels a bit jank to me.
Like, I mean, it doesn't make sense, like, how, like, oh, the back does less damage. I'm like, I think it shouldn't matter, but apparently it does. Like, you know, obviously the front does more damage, but also it depends, like, how much defense the enemy that you're facing has.
And it's also kind of bad when it's like that too, because it basically means that, hey, you better go ahead and make sure this person doesn't have more defense, or else you're gonna have a very, very bad time.
And Kaboo, pretty much his attacking, you know, strategy is basically he pieces through defense for the most part. I mean, not directly, but he can basically, like, in a way, kind of like hit opponents that have high defense. It may not do much damage if they really, you know, have a high defense, but he does something.
That dash move is new, isn't it?
The dash move?
I never seen that monster do that before. That dash move must be new.
Oh, that bug did that earlier.
No, I mean in hard mode, like that feels new.
No, that's a typical attack.
I never seen it before. How would you know? You played the whole game in hard mode.
No, I also did another file on normal.
Oh.
Remember that?
That's stupid.
Like, nothing changes for when it comes to, like, new attacks or any attack pattern. It's just they do more attack power.
The badge says that they get new attacks as well.
Does it?
Yes.
The hard mode?
Yes.
I seen that dash attack on normal mode.
Well, I mean, it probably doesn't relate to bosses. Relate to enemies. It's probably relate to bosses, but I don't really know. Never know, because insect bugly thing from Bug's Life is dead.
I use a strat where I use one person maximum damage, B for multi-hit attacks, and leave for buffs. I mean, there's different strategies for a lot of things.
V has buffs? Buffs?
No, leaf for buffs.
What does leaf buffs consist of? Does it have gangsta shot? I cannot look at anybody.
Go to... Not this... Oh, there you go, yeah.
Shield that negates damage for all allies during one turn. Leaf is then unable to act for one turn. Wow. I love... This game does that. That's basically
the exhaustion thing.
This game does that a lot.
Oh, you're actually near it.
I've noticed. Why does it keep doing that? Why does it have something that seems good and then it just has like haha lol, it doesn't
cold.
It doesn't do wow, it's instant cold, huh?
I'll say warm, be heading the right way, but right now you're Getting warmer.
Oh. Hope I don't have a boss fight or else we're gonna get effed up.
Oh, are they not here? Wait. I thought they were supposed to be here. I thought they're supposed to be here.
Cool, my game's bugged.
Did we miss a skip?
Is there something else supposed to do?
I thought they mentioned teeny slackers, which is those two big bugs.
Yeah, man, that is what the thing says here. It says it says Snake Mouth must head into the lost well, yeah, I forgot the game actually did tell me. It says it right here. Snake Mouth must head into the lost sand to follow Team Slacker's lead. So, I don't know what's up with that.
Well, you skipped the dialogue, so
Maybe you're supposed to go further in. I didn't really go further in.
Oh, look it up.
Yeah. Look at
Because you skipped it.
Yeah. I skipped things.
You skipped it. You don't really read into things too much for characters.
Well, we're just
You kind of just rush through.
Yeah. And you don't look up and you don't go ahead and look at your environment and missing very unique little funny
Hey, at
things.
least I read what's happening.
Yeah, but you don't see funny moments, so meh. We're both bad at games, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you
like
are.
I said, the only reason why I didn't read the dialogue is I auto-assume it wasn't the mayor. I don't. The sign doesn't say that's the mayor.
You're not gonna know that because you're playing it blind, so I'm letting you just kind of do the thing, and I was expecting you to at least pay attention.
No. You expect too much, and that's your downfall. Too much. Too much!
Oh, there is something in this town that you did not check, though. And I kind of wonder if that thing is here. So there is something in this town that you can go into. Like, somewhere in this town, though. So did anyone see that the No Way Home director is filming next? What is the director for No Way Home filming?
Final Destination.
Is it Final Destination?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I never really watched or cared about the films, but reboot of them, mind you.
Low HP, bothersome.
But you know, there is something around here, but I'm not sure if it's here yet, but look around, see if there's anything suspicious. Or an area that you can go to.
Yeah, that bee is very suspicious.
That's just a chef.
Well, that chef is very sus.
There you go.
Word spreads quick. You look for ancient key. Maybe I can help you for 30 berries.
And that's why the mayor gave you 45 berries.
Oh. Your wish bunch. Yeah.
And there's the rusty key.
That's the key. The bandits lurk in the southeast of the desert. That's your ticket in. Alright, that's how you do have this. Yeah. Well, no matter. We best start planning our trip there. Boy.
Alright, now you have a lead.
Alright, now we're supposed to go.
Well, what did he say?
I don't know. I missed it. I didn't read it.
God.
Yeah.
I can't play any games that I play with you blind.
Yep. And that's why you watch me play Undertale.
At least that was fine. This, I'm like, man, you skipped like important details.
Yeah.
You're just as bad as my mom skipping like all the talks in movies for action film.
See, I don't do that.
Nah, you're just as bad at her when you're skipping dialogue. That's important.
Then we'll both be friends. It's like, wait, you skip things too? Ah, don't worry, I skip unimportant dialogues in video games. We both good. Your daughter just doesn't understand.
That's the point of the story. You gotta pay attention to what's going on.
Nah, it's fine. You don't need to know anything.
In all honesty, whatever's gonna happen, like, upcoming soon, you deserved it.
Yep. Probably gonna get my ass beat.
Oh, yes.
This crystal seems to be not sus.
You remember what direction that bug that gave you the key said?
Yeah, over here, it's southeast.
Is that south?
Yeah, clearly. Alright, let's put it in. Yeah, it doesn't work. You lied to me.
Why are you like this? Why do you want me to be Yankee?
Yeah, south. See, I was going the right way. You said it was cold.
Uh-huh.
What'd you lie to me for?
Have fun getting lost because, yeah.
East. Nah, over there is west. This is east. Hey, what's up, man? Aw, man. There's nothing else here. Aw, poo. Rock up there, though. Cactus.
Uh-huh.
Can't do anything about that, though. You got actual enemies, damn.
Look, whatever happens to you, you deserved it.
Wow, so rude.
Yes. Gotta read the dialogue.
Yeah?
Gotta pay attention to what's happening in the story.
Yeah. Also, is there actually a true timing for these moves?
I feel like the timing window is very specific.
That's really...
Like, if you're too early or too late, then it fails.
I don't like that.
I mean,
Just
to be
do
fair, that's
normal-
how Ashen...
No, just no, just do normal damage, like how it's supposed to be. Why are you judging me on how my attack? Whatever.
I mean, Paper Mario does that with the Ashen command, so
But
it's
it's
basically
not
the
that
Ashen command
strict-
system.
But it's not that strict though. Actually,
Well,
no, never mind. They're only counted as the amount of damage you're doing, not the. So you get unbelievable if you actually do big giant damage, not so much whatever the hell that is.
You get unbelievable if you time it, like, on the spot. But yet again, I feel like the damage output is still the same. It's probably just like, oh, you got good timing, but the damage count is still the same.
Nah, I don't like that because it's like what kind of timing are you expecting then? Like you're expecting some god timing. Meh. I can understand why people probably wouldn't enjoy this as much because of that though. Like yes, maybe inspired, but there are some battle nuances that is really pretty bad.
You know, like, I will admit the battle system, I feel like, is not... I mean, it feels somewhat the same as the Paper Mario battle system, but Paper Mario battle system is still a little bit better.
It tries to be very vastly different, but it actually is a detriment of it being different than being interesting, I find. And that's not to say, the game is, like, completely bad. No, it's fine. It's just that it is something that, you can take notice. There's a rock here.
Dash ability.
Oh, wait, that actually works?
It should. I think because you have to be a little bit far away to do it. Get a running start. There you go. It should? It really should.
Looks like it's the end of the game.
It really should.
Looks like it's the end of the game.
How come it's not breaking? Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking it had too much. Never mind. Not yet. You can't do that yet. Never mind.
Why does Kaboo get
Thinking,
like some super awesome megaton hammer thing
I'm
looking
thinking
like
way too
Heracross?
ahead on that. I'm like, wait,
I saw that. That
I
thing
saw
literally
that. He
just
went.
jumped. You okay, bro? It's not that serious. Calm down. Hey.
Congratulations, you made it.
Really?
Yeah, you're in the area that you need to be in.
Hey, we've been here before. Oh my god, we've been here. Red key. I want to get that. I want to get that. Oh my god, look, I can jump. Platforming. Yeah, I
There you
got it.
go.
Now everybody can get HP plus.
Well, it's only one character.
Stupid. This is super easy. Uh-huh.
That's definitely too quiet in here. Thieves!
We got 'em, boys.
Hey, fair!
These are the ones that the wasps want.
Hey,
Shove them
wait.
in the dungeon. Take their stuff. We
Unhand
eat
us.
as kings tonight. Alright, cool.
And that's it?
Well, that was a very interesting playthrough of Bug Fables. I'm glad that, you know...
They take my beamerang!
Your Beamerang
All
sucks and
belong-
only do 3 damage anyways. Damn,
All
stop
our belonging
whining.
as well.
Whatever. What a disgrace. We suck. Stop being melodramatic. Let's look around. We'll figure something out.
Perk up, Kaboo. You can't let me beat you at pep talks.
You have the
I know,
move,
right?
Pep Talk, genius!
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Via sock 100%.
Ugh, you know, I actually don't want to actually be frustrated in this, because if the combat wants to be weird, I don't really want to play by its rules.
I don't blame you.
Maybe for like some other game, then sure, but this is not no other game. And
Yeah, at least you
obviously,
got a healing crystal.
yeah, and obviously, you know, you can't really think that this is like one-to-one the Paper Mario thing. But the battle system is kind of one of the biggest things that I kind of complain about in most RPG games. Why isn't it working? What the fuck are we supposed to do? Freeze! Oh lordy! Oh my god!
I'll let you figure it out.
Do we really have to? Guys, it's called speedrun. Just shut up. No one says anything. Screw you all.
Oh, you missed some important information.
Fucking red text, bro. Spy with the soft dirt. I can do. What the frick is the ice thing for?
That wasn't to bait you.
Yo, man, screw this game, man. I can't. Just do you.
That's a hey, flip.
Do your business.
Well, if only you. There you go. If only you read.
Shut up. Trying to do
Nope,
the
I'm
business.
gonna.
Trying to do the
just be on
business.
that. Uh-huh.
Oh my god, look, it's a thing. What is that?
Let's see what it is, because Pete's
Those
blocking the
accursed
way.
berry bandits buried a poor bug alive. Oh no,
Hey, we see
actually.
her.
Oh no.
Actually, we think she's just asleep.
Oh, should we wake her? Hello, fellow bug. Hello, fellow kids.
Maybe we should just let her sleep.
Now wake up already, come on!
Ah! Don't eat me. I don't actually taste like cherries.
Won't hurt you, just calm down, please.
Might give you a hug, though. Oh, okay. My name is Cerise.
Oh no, it's one of those weird little beetle things. The heck were you doing on the ground?
I came to this weird land looking for my boyfriend, Tangy. But I got really sleepy, so I dug a hole to take a nap in. And monsters can't see you if you can't see them, you know?
That's not how that works, but whatever. That's not how that works, but alright. Weird, I thought you were a prisoner too.
What's a prisoner.
Oh no, here we go.
Oh no, he's not too smart! I just found this really shiny berry while digging. Doesn't taste very good though. You can have it if you want, Uncle Ironseed.
Uncle Iron... What?
Uncle Ironseed, because you look like an Ironseed. You look old enough to be my uncle.
Damn, bro.
But you don't look strong enough to have been eating lots of iron seeds, though.
Damn, she just said you suck. We should get going. I feel insulted.
Okay, love you, bye-bye. I'll go outside and look for Tangent in a little bit, so don't worry about me.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were friggin' Elmira from Tiny Toons Adventure. Actually, not Elmira. My bad. Wrong character. I meant... The fuck is her name from Animaniacs? Mindy. Yeah, that's her name.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember.
Flip says, good news, Nephew's fever has gone down. Yay!
That's really
That's
good.
That's really good.
And other good news, the combat for this thing, I don't like. Hostiles ahead! Oh my god, this game has everything. It has
So you like Forsaken Fortress?
No, I don't.
Well, have fun!
Oh god, here we go.
Remember, you can only go on soft soil for the digging.
Move! This fat ass jar in the way, damn. So is it line of sight?
Line of sight.
Okay.
Line of sight.
That's all I need to know.
I also have an appointment tomorrow for the dentist. Ooh.
I don't really know how these games kind of work because the line of
They
sight.
have a certain distance too, so yeah, where they can see ya. Oh no, she's not smart! I love that line.
I don't even know if this is even beneficial. This is not beneficial
I mean,
at all. This is what the hell is this
nope.
supposed to do?
Nothing. I feel like that's not the right way to go, anyways. I never go that way. Wishing you the best for your dentist appointment. Flip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody should take care of yourself.
Well, I thought we can freeze them.
Nope. Remember, V doesn't have her beam ring, so therefore she can't fight in battles.
I said I thought we can freeze them. When did I mention anything about V? I'm talking about Leaf.
Oh, still. Like I said, I think of...
Well,
I said, think of Forsaken Fortress. You can't fight anything unless you get your gear back. Because even your items are missing, too.
Oh, that is not Forsaken Fortress. It's freaking Skyward Sword.
Okay, fine, Skyward Sword.
I hate that, too, because you get an instant game over and you get caught. It's kind of dumb.
I mean, this feels like an instant game over because you get warped back to the very beginning where your cell is at. Did anyone say Skyward Sword? Did someone say Goose Cannon? Goose Cannon! Bruce is Cannon? Goose is Cannon.
Kaboo is James Bond. He is a beetle, Herca, a lead beetle, because he can dig on the ground. Why couldn't he do that before?
Dots will likely berate me for not brushing well and keep saying, oh, you should have been eating this while they work on my mouth. I hate that because I do brush and floss well.
No, because there is an actual certain method that you have to really do to be able to get the actual stuff out. It's very weird because my doctor says the same thing. So there is stuff that you do have to go out of your way to do for successful cleaning. It's super weird.
I mean, he just said that he trusts his instinct that he brushes and floss as well.
Yeah, like you also gotta like. You gotta get everything out.
Like, we do our best to brush and floss our teeth.
But apparently it's not enough. Which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do?
Common procedure for dentists. Oh, so it's common for them to say, hey,
you suck.
haven't flossed or brushed. Yeah, they just say you suck at brushing and flossing.
Oi! What do you mean you haven't got no parents yet?
You will be paid when the job is completed.
We'll stuck you in. Help me secure materials. Hey, there's a book over there. You'll take what
Yeah.
done.
Watch your tone, thieves.
You want for heat? It ain't gonna end well for you.
We best go report this.
Wait, we ain't finished yet.
According to law, they had to authorize insurances. They have two authorized insurances can penalize them and not pay them. No joke. Ugh. Anyway, there's your boomerang and your other stuff.
Wait, so our boomerang was basically all of our stuff?
Yep, basically.
Weird.
And now you can fight them.
Good, let's fuck them up.
There is an item that you probably should get. I don't know if you did see like an item while you were sneaking around.
You really think that my eyes is trained enough to be able to see
Okay, well,
items,
well, it's not here, but go
cool.
to your right.
Bad
I
direction,
said-
which way is right?
Oh my god.
I got you. Fuck!
You deserve that. You really deserve that.
Oh, they had 11 HP? Gross!
They always had 11 HP.
No, no, not my characters. I mean them. Those guys actually had 11 HP when I was in dick mode.
So they have to tell me that just so they can get their money. That is kind of dumb.
Oh, well, then again, to be fair, I gotta go to another doctor that's a little bit more safer, professional, and actually doesn't end up drilling my teeth. That hurts. So mine's I can.
Or berating you.
Yeah, or berating me. In all honesty, like, I trust her more than I trust any of the other dentists that I went to. Because whenever they say, hey, I numbed your teeth, starts drilling, ah! You didn't numb shit.
That's nice. You had good teeth. Anyways.
Like, you didn't numb anything, genius. Fucking hate that. It's so annoying.
More reasons why we doctors hate insurance companies. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop using that in the back.
Yeah. Oh, well, you blocked that. Nice.
Oh, you impressed?
Yeah. Imagine a doctor, instead of giving you medical advice, they berate you by saying, you shouldn't have slipped in the bathroom. That will cause serious injury. Like, sir, it was an accident. Sir, I was not expecting myself to slip. Okay? Accidents happen.
And again, I will end up just only saying it once, and won't say it again. I am blessed with the doctors that I had, so.
Yeah.
They weren't complete asshats.
Or doctors say, well, maybe you shouldn't be bruising yourself. I'm like, sir, I accidentally bump into things, okay? I don't do it on purpose.
I'm sick and tired of Kaboo being a consistent motherfucker. I hate
leveled
this.
up.
Whatever, no, screw that. I don't give a damn if I freaking leveled up. I'm angry. Piece of crap game pissing me the hell off right now.
Oh, you got something. I don't know what you got.
Jesus, that's what I got. Fuck. The hell did I
Did
get?
they see that thing on to the right?
Yeah, what about
I
it?
think you probably got a skill, but I don't know who got a skill. That thing will be useful for future side quests.
Oh, apparently a spider needs it. Whatever.
It's bad enough this pandemic's giving us a bad name. Insurance companies try to force us to sound like the bad guys and scapegoat us for their faults. That's basically what they are like. I mean, the team I trained treated me at the ER, and because of protocol, they had to ask me, "So, you were in a car accident?" Their mentor. Yes, my student.
I'm gonna see how this skill works.
What skill was it?
I get angry if you hurt my friends.
Oh, are you trying that medal?
Yeah, I want to see what it does.
Yeah, because I honestly don't know how it goes. I know that why I come to you guys for this very reason. I mean, we're just here to, you know...
What?
Wait.
Wait, you talking to us for?
Oh, it's probably towards the doctors. It's in quotes. Never mind.
It's not
I was so confused with that. I'm like, wait, is it towards us or?
Yeah, they're not talking.
Oh, that's what it does.
What's it do? Is that attack?
I don't know what the green arrow means, to be honest. I think it is attack.
Oh my god, gamers! Or is that attack?
Oh, and you gave more attack boost, I believe. Oh no, that's still the same. What is green? I don't know what green arrow means.
Well, green arrow is a character from friggin' whatchamacallit, so I don't know what it means. Kill him.
I know I should be serious. I know blue is defense, red is attack, but I don't know what green means.
Maybe green is everything.
Yeah, what is green arrow? Yeah, there.
Check what it does.
I'm checking.
Great. Before I kill the enemy.
Hold on. Don't like that. No, go away. There we go.
Piss them off. I don't know, man. It doesn't do anything.
Oh, I wanna... Am I not getting anything? I just wanna look for the arrows. It's not giving me arrows.
Hold on. Just look at the metal. Just look at the metal.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, well, while you doing that, I'm just gonna look at the metal.
Okay, fine. Well, what's the medal called? Favorite one?
Okay. It says, when an ally is attacked, all other allies receive 1 charge. What is charge?
Probably just boosting up an attack by 1, probably.
No, charge and attack are two different things, remember? In effect, is similar to what Team Mofa and Team Maki... Hold on. Have it, and it's quite powerful. The defense reduction can be nullified by using a defense increased medal or item. It should be noted that only 1 charge can be gained per turn, regardless of how many hits the team. What is charge?
Green means temporary offense buff to your next attack. It won't wear off until you strike with it and stacks up to 3 times.
So is that it? So is it an attack thing? Then what the hell is red?
Red is basically boosting up your attack.
That's redundant. What the?
Because I'm reading here for the badge. When an ally's attacked, all other allies receive 1 charge, but it decreases an ally's defense by 1.
Well, no, it's supposed to do that. That's the exchange change. That's why and that's why the guide, well, the thing says here is that you can nullify it, but I think if you put like the back support or a defensive badge on to be able to nullify the damage reduction thing.
Oh, so, green is temporary. But so is the other ones though, because they have a little counter though.
I don't know what the hell green.
Because if it stays, it has an infinity sign. Cause when it's offense or defense, they have like no numbers of how many turns they are with you.
Game bugged.
Bugged.
Wow.
Green is temporary, as if you attack, you lose it. Oh. Okay.
So what does green do?
It's charge, but
what
I guess well, cause it's like like you said, like once you attack, you lose it. But with the offense thing, with the red arrow, it has a number on it. That's for like how many turns you have with it. Like for example, like if you have the green arrow, let's say V attacked while she had the green arrow. She attacked. She used that arrow up. But if you want V to attack again, she's not going to have that buff anymore, since you already used it.
No, I'm talking about what stat does it upgrade? Is what I'm like attack or what?
I'm assuming attack. It's probably raises attack but lowers defense, what I'm assuming.
No, the badge lowers the defense as a means. That's the effect of the badge. What I'm asking, what does charge do? That's what I'm asking.
Red is permanent as you keep it for that amount of turns.
Then why when the ladybug thing buffs up with a red buff, it doesn't stay? Does it stay? Because I thought that's
Because it's only stay for one turn.
I thought that's what the infinite stay. Man, this game's not explaining its mechanics.
No, I understand it because I know I understand it. Like you seem confused about it. Like I said about as an example, if any of your character has the green arrow buff, it's temporarily until you use it. Let's just say that V has it, like right now. Okay,
then
so
what does it
plus
increase?
1.
What does it increase?
It's offense, attack.
Then what's the red mean?
It's also attack. But the thing is, with that one, that's the turns. It won't go away unless you use a relay system. Like, it won't go away even if you use the relay system.
That's not attack, because she just
okay, so look, the green arrow is gone.
Yeah, but she still did 3.
Okay, but here's the thing. It's gone. If you use a relay on her, she won't have that buff anymore because she already used it.
Well, I know that, but it didn't increase any attack power at all. It still did 3.
Because it did 3. No, it did what it did because the bug, you hit the ladybug, right?
Yeah.
He has defense 1. If you didn't have that buff, you would have done 2. So you did technically gain an attack buff from that.
I don't understand that.
I mean, I get it. Like,
then why did I do just 1 then? When that just did 0?
Because you failed at that. Because you failed.
And it just jacked my stuff. Alright, so we naturally do 4 to this thing. Let's see if we do 5. We still did. Was that the attack buff?
Yeah.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, because you got attacked, didn't you? Okay. You got the green buff when you got attacked?
This thing is so good.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, well thanks, then that's pointless then. They should have just made it red. I don't know why. Because the red one disappears too when you use it as well. It's redundant.
I mean, I always wondered what the green one meant, because I was confused on that.
It's redundant though. Because the thing is, when I think of the charge thing, I'm thinking of the Paper Mario version of the charge where the character is glowing, whatever,
which does increase your attack.
Which does increase your attack. But then there's also the other, Paper Mario also has like 2 different attack stats too, where the red one is also attack as well, but I don't know. Then again, that one also doesn't disappear in 1 turn. Game's nuts, man.
Pat.
Game's stupid.
I mean, to be fair, I never understood what the green one meant either. Because I knew what red and blue were. The red was offense and blue is defense. I mean, those are the obvious colors that games use typically.
This one just want to be different. Just want to be cool.
Because for the green one, you can stack it up. The red one is just an attack boost by 1, but it doesn't give you like increasing attack power. It just gives you how many turns you have it until it disappears. Once you're, the round of turns are up. The green one is basically like, once the character uses it, they can't use it anymore for that turn.
Plop.
Should I give the example again?
Plop.
You're playing a game blind, so just go on with it.
Plop.
Pat.
Plop. I shall now plop forever.
You'll be fine. Yeah, at least you're not playing on hard mode. Okay, so you see the buff.
Hold on.
Okay.
We did 2 to you.
Okay, so remember the defense is 1 on that book.
That means we should do. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so it doesn't.
And now your buff is gone since you used it.
Kinda wish the game kinda explained the whole green thing, cause why do you have 2 stats that does the same thing? It just increases your
Because
attack
green
and
is
that's it.
temporary. It's only one time
so
used,
is
whereas...
red. Red is also temporary, because when the ladybug increases our attack, we only get it for 1 turn too.
Because that's the only turn they can use it.
Yeah.
That turn is only 1 turn, and it's already done.
Like
if it was 2 turns, then you would have seen it.
I get what you're trying to say with it being just a one-time thing, meaning when you only use the rally thing, but the red one still ends up lasting for 1 turn too.
Like, here's the thing. Like, okay, let's just say that V has a red arrow on her. She uses an attack, and obviously with the red arrow, it boosts her attack. The thing is, her turn's already up, but if you use a relay on her, she'll still have it if it's a red arrow.
Damn, man, you became robot mode. This entire session is just basically us as bitch. Trying to understand the intricacies of the mechanics of this game.
Skipping dialogue.
Oh no, that has nothing to do with the battle mechanics. What the hell does that have to do with the battle
I
system?
know, but still.
Oh, you skip things? That means you don't understand battle mechanics. Like, yeah, alright. Because that's what that means.
I know, you made me frustrated with that. I'm like, you gotta read the thing.
Whatever, get frustrated. Well, at least that ends up explaining that now. Now we can be able to utilize that to our advantage, even though Kaboo is like literally about to friggin' kick the bucket.
And to be fair, I never knew what the green one meant. Like, I was actually confused by that. I'm like, what does green mean? Because I see enemies do that of like, what's the green mean?
Green means that you are the best
temporary
person ever.
Yeah, there's another arrow that's yellow, which I don't remember what that means.
All? What does that mean, all?
I forgot what yellow is. I think that gives you an extra turn for that person or opponent. I don't remember. I had to see it in action because I honestly don't remember.
Who was your tank? That's a bitch tank, then.
Kaboo's and dead bitch looks like he's sleeping.
Probably is sleeping. I don't blame him.
Oh, like he's exhausted. He's like, just let us fight. Don't worry about the green arrows.
No. We need to understand your very slightly not really complex battle. And now you ain't fucking.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, once you get your item back, yeah. There is a healing point. There is a healing point here, but that's not the one.
Wait, was this always like this?
What do you mean?
With the boxes, was it always like this, or they just set this up now?
I think they set that up now.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure. I really don't want to go ahead and be like that. Damn, you dumb. You used the ice cube just to climb up there when there were only blocks there.
Yeah, because once you got your gear, you can start attacking the opponents now, and the layout slightly changes. And yeah.
Just one. Fuck! We're gonna die because of stupidness! Oh, you're dead again. God damn it.
Button sequence. Yeah. Oh. Oh, you better run!
Wow.
Having fun?
Not really.
Guess what? You're back in the desert town.
They didn't even send us that far.
Well, this is a shortcut to the town in case if you need to. But you're still not done with the place yet.
They did not send us that far. All this just to get a stupid ass key. What the hell is this roach coach people? Is that who the final boss is? A giant ass roach?
A what?
It's a giant roach.
I don't think so. Pat pat. I just give you pat pats.
Yo, we created this game called Paper Mario. I hope you guys enjoy it. We're fans of it. But we're actually gonna make it a little bit harder. You like Persona? You do? You like Shin Megami Tensei? Bro, for realsies?
I think it's better if we go down there. Instead of just walking to the thieves' hideout.
Oh, I thought I had to go to that weird square. Oh, yeah, I mean, we
you
do
can
have to
dig
get our
back.
key back.
Yeah, you still have to go through this place. You're not done with it yet.
I thought we were.
No.
Right, now all the dickheads are back. Just what I don't need right now.
I know you're frustrated, but I hope you're enjoying the game.
Nah, fine. Battle system be complicated, be damned. It's fine. Like I said,
And if I would have known that, I probably, would have explained it. But in all honesty, I didn't know what the green arrow meant either.
it's all good.
I just knew about the red and blue.
I'm just used to not having the ability to just have a green arrow, and I would have mostly. I'm sorry. I guess having attack would have been too broken. I guess we had to make it a one-time only boost.
But seeing it in action, it did kind of help. I'm like, oh, it was temporary for just that character attacking. Because there's a difference. Because the red and blue arrows, they actually had numbers on them, which indicate how many turns of it that is, on you. The green, actually, it just has +1, which is like a stat boost of 1, but only for your attack. Or that character's attack, I should say. And you can't relay on them since they won't have the buff anymore. I mean, you can relay them, but they just won't have the buff.
Yeah. I'm angry now.
+1 attack. I
mean, it helps to be able to get rid of most of these douchebag enemies in quick succession, I would say.
True. But it does lower your defense according to the badge.
No. It lowers the person who has it equipped.
Oh!
Meaning Caboose defense is down. You keep misreading that. It doesn't lower the two characters' defense. It lowers the one who has it equipped.
With it.
Yeah, since Caboose supposedly has the most health, I gave it to him instead.
That's fair. He is technically the tank, even though I feel like everybody takes the same amount of damage from enemies. To an extent. Depending on,
if he was a tank,
blocking and whatnot.
Like, survive better, but that's not happening.
I mean, I feel like he gets targeted a lot, in my opinion.
Well, he does have the provoke. I know it's called taunt, but Final Fantasy. It's called provoke, not taunt.
You and your Final Fantasies.
You know, it's a critically acclaimed game you can't play anymore, right? Damn shame. Yeah, that's right. Hit him. Angie.
So it only has to hit him?
Yeah,
in order to activate?
It would be really broken if it was everybody. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Oh, then that makes that taunt ability a little bit more useful.
That's the
if
reason
you
why I
have
gave
that
it to-
medal equipped.
Taunt's not. Oh yeah, I was gonna say taunt's not a medal.
No, that's not with the skill that he has, taunt.
Yep, taunt will basically be very super useful for him. Unfortunately, it's probably not that useful because I think they can only get one charge, which is unfortunate.
I feel like if you had another badge that will boost your defense along with the badge that you have currently with the favorite one and using taunt, I feel like it'd be really useful for you. But unfortunately, you don't have that badge that I'm thinking. Actually, you do, technically.
Do I?
Go up. Yeah, it's called back support. That's for like the very back of the order. If you're in the very back, you get boosted 1 defense.
I'm just gonna give him a bunch of healing.
Since the thing lowers the user's defense. But you just gave him a lot of HP. I don't want to change that. Go. And that's a better song.
You just listen to song music in the background.
Yes, I am. I actually haven't in the other sessions.
Do you? Oh.
Not in the other sessions that I previously, but now I do.
Well then, how rude.
What?
Angie.
No, don't be angry now. I know we had our frustrating moment on understanding some of the game mechanic, but... I don't.
Yeah, see, it only works once.
Okay.
Because, and like you said...
Oh, is it once per battle?
No. It only works once all the enemies' turns are over.
Wait, really? So the ladybug attacked you?
Yeah, like the winged enemy attacked us and it didn't go up at all.
Really?
Yep, it only goes up only once the enemies are finished. And it's kind of dumb, but whatever.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of done. I'm like, wait, I thought it would... I guess, they do that way it's not too broken. Because if that was the case, let's just say, like, all the 3 enemies targeted Kaboo, then that thing would have activated, like, 3 times on those guys.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
What's up?
I got a big
Oh,
brain
did you
moment.
not use...
I didn't use
Did you
it.
not use, Leaf's attack? Because I noticed he has +2 now.
Big brain.
Uh-oh.
Big brain moment.
Actually, that does give me a big brain moment, because you have the do nothing thing.
Big brain.
Oh, but it stacks up to 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's only a maximum of 3. I already know that. Alright, maximum
You
of 4
got
now.
4 attack from that. That's kind of redundant. Holy jeez.
Damn!
Uh-oh.
Big brain moment. Kaboo.
Yeah, that might be useful
I'm gonna make you get hit by like every motherfucking thing in the game.
And you have Burly Bears, which actually boost your defense.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did you use one or did you heal?
No, I didn't use the Burly Berry.
Okay, you don't use one. That's one for battle.
Yeah, I'll heal you.
It's kind of obvious.
Big
Oh, there's nothing up there.
brain moment. I think.
I'm not gonna lie, that figure that shows up when Leaf uses that attack literally looks like a war turtle wearing a cape. War turtle with a cape.
It's kind of weird, but I like it.
I mean, hey, like, at least with you experiment with a lot of metals. Like, honestly, I don't really experiment with a lot of metal combinations.
You learn
I more so play the safe route.
You learn to do that when you play, like, RPGs that gives you the ability to customize stuff a lot. That's kind of the reason as to why I like, the thing is that even if it's, like, my first time, I like to experiment with things now when it comes to games, with RPGs now, because I kind of want to see what sort of combination you can build. That's kind of usually one of the many things I can praise about certain Kingdom Hearts games is that, you know, you can just do things like that and make the game a little bit more enjoyable rather than being the same and everything. Like, yeah, it's probably risky because you never know what the hell you're going to be doing, but sometimes it's usually good.
I'm too chicken to do that kind of stuff. Like, I generally just go for defense.
It's understandable. Not everybody's going to be able to play the same. Because sometimes it's not really encouraged, depending on what you're trying to do.
But it's nice seeing you experimenting with it, because I wouldn't. Like a lot of my metal builds that I did, like, when I pretty much played throughout the entirety of this game with nothing but defense build.
And that's fine. Well, then again, you were also playing on hard mode as well, so you probably need
Yeah, so I was being very careful what I have.
Yeah,
like high HP.
Do like 90 damage.
Well, okay, 90 is a little bit much.
Yeah, they might as well do 90.
Oh, there's a little digging spot over there.
Damn.
No, there's a way to get there.
I want to kill
Just
Ninja
go
football,
look around.
football Beetle first.
I forgot what are those enemies called in Mario?
Chucks.
Charging Chucks. Yeah, Charging Chucks. They're basically the bug version of Charging Chucks.
How ugly. What?
Coconut Mall is playing.
Oh.
I like Coconut Mall. Hey, defense boost. Hey.
Yeah, see, it only works for like one.
At the end of the turn.
Yeah, like a full turn for the enemies, unfortunately.
I guess, like I said, it would be broken if it's like every enemy that attacks Kaboo or whoever has it equipped.
Yeah, because then it'd be funny.
Because then it will be like probably like stack up to 2 or 3, and you would do a lot of attack power. Which, mind you, that sounds great, but also broken. So it does make sense that it only activates at the end of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, though. Like, if let's just say an enemy attacks Kaboo first, but the last opponent of that turn doesn't attack Kaboo, does it still activate?
Yes. It
Oh,
only
okay.
activates for whoever ends up attacking Kaboo.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if Kaboo gets attacked first or last. It will activate anyways, as long as he gets attacked.
Yep,
Or whoever.
As long as he's the one that is getting bashed in the face, he will be fine.
Or Kaboo.
Hey, gotta take one for the team.
But sadly, he did not get attacked.
No, that's the reason why the taunt is actually more effective. I'm really hating this bug. It seems to be the only goddamn bug that seems to be giving me trouble with that stupid ass command. But
Man, that's a lot of flips that I see than I did. Poor Kabuki's flipping on his back.
Angie. Get him.
Get him!
Get him, baby!
Man, that's a perfect amount of damage to the ladybug.
Boom, unless I mess up and die. We did it!
Yeah!
There's a bouncy boy over there. Oh.
Yeah, and that item is actually, might be useful for you.
This rare
Bond
berry
berry.
somehow strengthens bonds between bugs, permanently increases the priority.
Key items.
What the? Why?
Doesn't matter who is gonna raise your TP overall.
Does any of these items do anything else that I don't know about?
No. Well, I mean, they do, but you just gotta find said place to put them.
Whatever.
They're key items for a reason.
Well, they can.
The books, though, that's the book side quest.
Yeah, I know, but
So there's like, I think, 26 of them. Hey, that's important.
yeah, the crystal berry, right?
No, that little thing. Wait, here. Yeah, that.
Broken orange beetle horn is unusually sturdy. You can break rocks, my dude. Oh wait,
not
that's for a
Kaboo.
crystal cherry person.
That's for a side quest.
That's not for crystal berry.
That's for a
we
side
need to
quest.
give. Oh, we need to give it to Orange Man. Right, Orange Kid. That's not for Orange Kid, is it?
Look, it's for a side quest.
Is it for Orange Kid?
Sure. So Lego indefinitely delaying their Overwatch 2. Lego said that one of the Lego ideas pulled because they were rethinking their partnership with Activision Blizzard.
Thank you for. No, that has nothing to do with it. Okay, so apparently, Totally Spies had a kink thing going on in the
Oh, no.
show. What's that all about? And apparently, it's not. If it doesn't have that, it'll flop. Anybody wants to explain that for me as to why Totally Spies has apparently kink shaming or fetish whatever in the show?
Oh.
Anybody want to explain it?
Uh-oh.
Because I know
Cyrus like,
fucking-
oh, you didn't know? Time for this can of worms.
No, I don't fucking.
Uh-oh.
I watched the show to watch a bunch of 3 girls kick ass, not figure out some stinking lore behind a dumb TV show.
Oh boy, well, can of worms time, I suppose.
Might as well, because I'm interested.
While you're trying to find your way to the end of this place. So the show is basically considered by fans like core Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, I see that. I definitely see the Charles Angel aesthetic of it.
Well, I already know about that, but does that have something to do with part of the kink shaming thing?
Hell, the creators admit that Charlie's Angel inspired them.
Okay.
So the show has a lot of innuendos.
Is that really all it is?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any more to this. So I'm just reading as I go on.
If that's really all it is, then I don't really get.
I can tell you right now, you're not even done with this place yet. If you go back to the desert town, you're still not done.
I know, but I'm going to heal. There's just one area I didn't go
There
down.
is a healing spot in this place.
Oh. You know me, I don't want to
You haven't gone that direction yet. I said that earlier.
I know, but you know I don't want to die, man. You know what happens if I die? I get reset back to a stupid crystal.
I know.
Fine, I'll go down. But if I end up dead, I'm blaming you.
Nope, you just go down. Many think it's kink shaming, which in some cases, they do like fat shaming and such. But they apply a lot of fetishes for viewers too, especially for a young audience, though that's the USA's fault. The show is a French show aimed at teens aired for kids in the USA.
So it used to be... Maybe because I was just oblivious and didn't know. But then again, I don't know. Maybe because I don't look deeper into this kind of stuff.
You're right. You know, he's in the same times that you're right.
What?
But what you said.
What about what?
That you know about the show and whatnot. I don't know.
I didn't even know anything about it. It's like I just thought it was just a show being a parody or a parody off of Charlie's Angels, and that's it.
A lot of people are now realizing that the show has a lot of innuendos that flew over a kid's head. Also,
I mean, that's the... I did save, right? Because I think this is a boss.
You save, you hit the crystal.
Alright, cool. This opposing presence, are you the leader of the bandits? Quite sharp. My name is Athelos.
I don't know how you pronounce Astalis. I don't know.
Astalis. As you say, I lead this pack. You got some nerve throwing us in this cell. Seriously, we found out that fucking Harboat sucks. If you give us the key,
we may even forgive it.
Tell the arrows pointing to Kaboo, and I'm so confused. As if your feelings were more slightest concern. You were trapped for what you heads could offer. You are the Ant Witch Blackies, my sworn enemies, and your capture could be a gold mine for my people. The Wasp promised a handsome reward if we get rid of you, but I was blind to their slimy ways. Astalis, you seem reasonable. Surely this needs not come to blows. You naive Queen's lapdog. Between us, there can be no compromise, but you shall have an honorable fight. Do your worst! Have it your way. This is Burger King!
Burger King! Oh, this fight. Also, continuing off with this, where I left off at. And that shows all the innuendos that flew over the kid's head. Like, no one would know about them having a lot of fetish and kink stuff. But in today's new society and law, there is a chance it might not do them anymore because, well, they really want to avoid the TV mature rating, which even light bondage can land you on.
Oh. Is that really it? Okay. Well, like I said, I didn't know. That seemed... Okay, no offense, that happens a lot. With a lot of things where people look so deep into it that it makes it like, oh yeah, this had this kind of stuff in it. And like, I get it, but it's like, why? Why are we like so concerned about it now? It's like, I mean,
in all honesty, it should be a concern, especially if it's aimed towards kids. Like, that's no question about it.
Well, the thing is that they're
sure
not,
it's safe for kids.
and they're not doing it anymore, anyways. But I'm just meaning, like, back then, kids wouldn't even figure out what any of that crap is unless they're an adult.
I bet you if the same people who accuse Totally Spies of that rewatch their favorite shows now, they will find stuff.
Yeah.
I remember Rugrats? I mean,
Rugrats, or that one thing in Hey Arnold when Helga and Arnold are leaving the house and something's happening in the window. And the pork butts and taters, but nobody's gonna talk about that.
my favorite joke is from Danny Phantom. Back off, she's a minor.
It's like, yeah, no one understands it.
I didn't ever understood that as a kid until, you know, not too long ago, like a couple years ago. I'm like, oh, that's what it meant. And the Odd Parents was full of them. Oh, I assure you, yeah, it was. Yet that show is oddly praised from hell and back.
Fairly Odd Parents was more so bad because of the stuff that Timmy's dad actually said, which was pretty fucked up for an adult to say to a kid.
Yeah. And don't get me started on SpongeBob. I mean, to be fair, SpongeBob was originally was supposed to be an adult animated show.
Wait, really?
What?
Did you hear
It was
that?
supposed to air on MTV, I believe.
Supposed to be. Wait, really?
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be an adult animated show.
That explains why Plankton's voice actor just says fuck all the time now.
Okay, so unfortunately, like, I was hoping something would happen this fight to you, but it didn't. So I hate this fight because if you try to use an item, he would jack it. Basically, this is a no item fight. And on hard mode, it was pretty typical. I died to this guy several times because of it.
I can understand that. He jacks your fucking items.
Yeah, like, if you try to use it, he would jack it.
Oh, great. He's a Vanitas Remnant boss where if you use Cure, he cures too. Boss, we didn't call us. We could have handled these jumps. And we still can. Let's get 'em, boys. After
such a tough fight.
Enough. We bet our honor in battle, and I lost. They're free to go. Seriously, boss, we can take them. It's okay, friends. The gardens bloom, do they not? And we drove the wasps out. There's no point in keeping them here any longer. So if you come around, you could've just let us go, you know? Don't get you sometimes, boss. You three, you're against the wasps, correct? Indeed, they are a threat to all of buggery. Then you may not be so bad. Maybe I could trust you with this.
You got their key.
We don't own the Egg Kingdom. We don't own the Egg Kingdom, even one blade of grass. But those wasps betrayed her. Damn, I was really hoping the grasshoppers would have been the villains.
If we do, don't think it's to do you a favor.
With that key, your mercy is repaid. Now get out. If you come back, we'll throw you in that cell again. Break out again.
Break out again.
You heard the boss. Get out. Don't make us kick you.
You bandits have got some swinging moods.
They must be on that stuff. I don't get it. Are they good or bad? Come, V. I don't think that's a answer we'll get today. That key. One left. We should go back in town and ask around where the other key should be. Or just look around.
Yeah, you aimlessly get lost.
Yay, I love aimlessly getting lost. Let's do it.
We're not getting progress in this chapter.
No, we're not. Whee!
The SpongeBob was aimed for adults akin to Family Guy, but like in my opinion, I personally think people are just attacking Totally Spies unfairly for that reason, especially since our other bigger shows did the same, if not worse.
Me, I found Totally Spies fine. If it had that sort of stuff, I never realized it as a kid, nor did I. Even if I did, I probably still wouldn't even understand it. Because, A, I'm a kid. My brain's not going to process any of that stuff. The shallowness, I will admit, that was actually pretty bad. They can be some shallow-ass motherfuckers. But, if you've also... Then again, I don't think you should be watching Totally Spies. Charlie's Angels. It was kind of more of a rated T type of movie. 14 type of movie. So I don't think you should be watching that. But in terms of like Totally Spies, I mean, hell, Martin Mystery had the same exact feeling too. It was by the
I like
creator.
Martin Mystery.
And you and everyone else.
I like that show. That was pretty good.
The mom was indeed just a MILF. Let's be honest here. Yep.
Why you gotta point that out?
Because it's true.
Charles Angels, hilariously, in new standards, is barely PG-13 now.
Oh, look at that.
Back in the day, it was R.
Oh, right.
Well, they dropped it.
Maybe because at that point, people probably didn't really think that it was like that bad now.
I guess so.
But no, I think the reboot will do fine as long as, people actually give it a chance and don't expect it to have these sort of condonance things. Because even if they get rid of that stuff, I'm pretty sure that's not the stuff that made the show good. At least to my knowledge, anyways.
Yeah, Hollywood became more relaxed over the years.
Yeah, that's why we can say shit.
Well, to an extent.
I love how
Can't say it many times.
I love Silver War. It's like, is anybody not gonna question that Cap just said language? It's like, I know. It just slipped out. It's like, wait, what? It's like, did you just said language?
Language.
It's
like a PG-13 film can now use at least 3 hard curse words. Yeah. And that's what I feel like whenever I watch any PG-13 films, that there's like a certain amount of word that they can say.
Damn poop fart.
Yes. I'm not actually, do PG-13s actually drop the F word at least once?
No, they don't.
No?
No. They usually say they sometimes do, depending on the film, but most of the time...
Oh, they can.
They either will say, what the... and then it just cuts.
Therefore, it's not allowed twice. Because I remember the movie Freedom Riders, I think there was one F that was dropped in that film. If I'm remembering correctly, I think there was one F-bomb.
Ow.
You didn't turn the page for that info, in case if you're wondering.
Oh, did I not? I thought that was it.
Yeah, there's another page that you could have read, but I don't know if it will give you any hints to it.
The key to the abandoned hideout's been obtained. It's time to break in. Break
Oh,
what?
you already got the key for that.
We already did. And we're breaking into what?
So you got the Earth key. There should be somebody else that has the other key.
Look at these friggin'
Did you?
DuckTales-like mechanics.
No, you got
What's
the Rust key. Did you go back to the well? I don't know. Actually, no, he wouldn't be there anymore.
No, that key was the rusted key was used to be able to get into the thing, and then we got caught, and then that was it.
Alrighty. Trying to remember where the other key is at. He said act somewhere in town.
Well, they said to go
aimlessly look around.
Or aimlessly look around like a bunch of dopes.
I think I vaguely remember where it may be. But this time, I think you have to use Leaf's bubble ability to explore more by going past those spiky areas.
Oh, you mean that one area that I went to?
Yeah, but there's more if you keep going down the direction.
Down, down, down to the bottom of the sea.
Underwater sun.
Underwater sun. Oh, that's a sad ass badge. Makes any healing item.
Why
also
would you equip
Why
that?
the hell would I? I swear these games have some dumb badges that don't do anything.
There is more areas that you can explore.
Oh, actually, wait, hold on. There's a path.
Because if you keep going down, there is.
Yeah, we didn't go straight down. Cause we went over there already. We got a badge, but we
Yeah.
didn't go this direction.
The other one, so
we
yeah,
were doing
explore around more.
Yeah, because we're doing like the bandit fights. And
Yeah.
here, I noticed there was some more stuff that we can technically find.
There's more here.
Oh, no.
Midges. Not the midge.
Go away, Marge.
Oh. Munchers, or chompers as they're called.
What the hell's that?
Badge up there. A badge. Or medal.
I want it. It's got a
Okay,
plus one.
then you gotta find a way.
Oh.
Also, Call of Duty added Attack on Titan costume to the game and an actual Titan as a boss.
Yeah,
That sounds weird.
I did see that. I did not.
That sounds
understand
weird
that
to be in a
at
game.
first. Yeah, it does.
And yet again, they added Naruto to Fortnite, so that was even more weirder.
I mean, they also had a lot of other people in Fortnite, so what else is new? I'm waiting for the point where God is in Fortnite and then everyone.
Oh, jeez.
Because like he's too OP. Strong start battle. The
man.
equipped ally starts battle with an extra turn, but their exhaustion ramps up quicker. What the? next Paper Mario game is gonna be like, yo, this badge this badge be increasing your health, but every turn your health goes down. And then there'll be like another badge. It'll be like your attack power increases, but your defense is near -1. This badge increases drop rate of money, but you lose an item every time you get hit.
Game initiatives are coming to Fortnite as well as other Paramount characters. So here comes Sonic and Fortnite.
This place is connected. Oh my MG, lol.
Why is it so cold outside? Cause it's winter.
Cause it's winter, my dude. What kind of question was that?
Where are we going?
To get this crunchy leaf.
Okay. I'm like, whoa, this is not the desert.
Yeah, apparently it's over here.
Hey, at least you have a shortcut.
Yeah, for what reason though?
I know it's winter, but it's particularly cold today. Well, I did hear that, well, in the eastern part of the states, you know, it's getting, like, defreeze cold. So, yeah.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. I'm immune to cold now.
Well, I mean, you've been there for pretty much the entirety of your life.
Yeah, well, no, I never used to be immune before, but now I'm super immune. I become one with the power of the cold.
The cold.
The cold.
I think this is the area, I believe. There should be somebody here, I think. I hope so. Yep, there you are.
Statue
seems eerily familiar. A roach?
Oh. It's you. That's correct. It's most likely a statue of the Roach Village founder. That's right. We saw some roach ruins in Snake Mouth, too. What? Yeah, it was all around where we found the artifact. Incredible. This information you should have shared away. I guess that explains why this key was here.
That key, could it be for the sandcastle?
Don't ask me, but roaches and artifacts often popped up together. Just what made them disappear, this is what I want to know. All the damage you see is simply a result of the passage of time. A few sandstorms here and there rough up the place, but the oasis so close by. I find out the little reason this place was abandoned. I was curious. Uh-huh. Hey, you wouldn't mind giving us that, right? We really need it. You asked me to hand over a priceless artifact. Please, we'll return it. Well, sure. If it releases an artifact, it'll give my research a boost. Heaven's key! Thanks,
Hawk.
Do get back to me at a development. I'll head back to the professor's honeycomb lab when I'm done with another desert errand. Stay safe. Maybe I'll see you around. I'm sure you will. Safe travels, Hawk. He's a bug.
And there we go. Hawk. Now you have access to the sandcastle.
It's a card.
Got both keys.
We should head to the sandcastle then. It's at the most northeast part of the desert. Oh man, I know what that is. At the bottom, right?
Ooh, there's something there.
Where?
A little doorway over there. Hey! Digging spot.
Oh my god, the friggin' digging thing is basically the equivalent to the ground pound in Mario.
Where he gets the star piece?
Yeah. Figures. Anyways, I'm gonna stop here.
Yeah, man, you didn't even get to the good stuff. I'm like,
well, we can get to the good stuff tomorrow. Anywho,
hey.
We're gonna end it here. We're glad that positive things is happening for you over there, Flip. And we're also glad for you, Cyber, unfortunately, for Experiment. But I hope he ends up feeling better along the way.
Yeah.
Anyways, we will see you guys tomorrow for more shenanigans of Bug Fables. Sorry, we didn't get like any progression. Sheena's just gonna be mad at me when we're done here, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, have yourselves a good night, take care, and all that jazz. Laters.
Laters.